Lecture 5. In this lecture you get acquainted with some ideas of work and basic income.
If there is a proposition which currently wins the agreement of everybody, it is that more jobs are needed. A cure for unemployment is promised, and some big thinkers are searching earnestly for such a solution. Full employment is the aim of almost all countries in the world. If you look around, you will see that there is enough work, especially in the area of environment protection, the social sector like youth work, care of old people, or the preschool system. There can't be enough working people, but an income is missing. Thereby, money is not the sole form of income. Every work looks for an income. There are many reasons why we are working, and at the same time, there are as many definitions what we understand as work. In social sciences, work is defined as a specific activity which is done because humans want to survive in their surrounding. Economy understands work as means of production, which causes costs. Work is part of the value creation and has its own labor market. But let's hear what Erich Fromm wrote about basic income and labor.
The most obvious question is whether a guaranteed income would not reduce the incentive for work. Aside from the fact that there is already no work for an ever-increasing sector of the population, and hence that the question of incentive for these people is irrelevant, the objection is nevertheless a serious one. I believe, however, that it can be demonstrated that material incentive is by no means the only incentive for work and effort. First of all, there are other incentives: pride, social recognition, pleasure in work itself, and so on. Examples of this fact are not lacking. The most obvious one to quote is the work of scientists, artists, and so on, whose outstanding achievements were not motivated by the incentive of monetary profit, but by a mixture of various factors. Most of all, interest in the work they were doing, also a pride in their achievements or the wish for fame. But as obvious as this example may seem, it is not entirely convincing, because it can be said that these outstanding people could make extraordinary efforts precisely because they were extraordinarily gifted, and hence there are no example for the reactions of the average person. This objection does not seem to be valid, however, if we consider the incentives for the activities of people who do not share the understanding qualities of the great creative persons. What efforts are made in the field of all sports, of many kinds of hobbies, where there are no material incentives of any kind?
Exactly this applies to the area of open source. Thousands of the most intelligent people develop free software. Otherwise, the internet wouldn't be what it is today. No Linux, no Apache, no MySQL, no Wikipedia, and hundreds of other applications would not exist.